amongst you. Also, shout out to the growing Array Tarot community. As an intuitive, I interpret messages over there. We do card pulls. I'll read the stars and things like that. And so I have big plans for over there. I finally figured out a nice routine. So typically we go live on Mondays. There probably will be some breaks, but we had the blood moon. We had blood moon, the total lunar eclipse, a reading there, and coming up we're going to have the full predictive reading for June. And because it's live, I do allow those who come during the live to ask questions, and so if time permits, I then go in and answer some of those questions with live pulls. So it's so fun over there, having a great time, keeping it real. We were on there for like 2.5 hours. It was crazy. It's crazy. I looked up, I was like, yeah, I got to go. I'm going to sleep. So feel free to join the Array Tarot community. It's so lovely. Also, if you like to listen, you can listen to all these sessions on Spotify and Apple Music, as well as there is a podcast. It is the Organize Your Purpose podcast, and now I am adding video episodes to it too. So specifically on Spotify, you can see the video version of the episode as well too. So that's getting and going and blowing and getting in our routine and our energy and all that stuff. But back to the task at hand. During this Mercury in retrograde period, a lot of stress, this total lunar eclipse that just happened, a lot of healing, trauma, things that just need to be cleansed out. So we're going to activate these Reiki systems in order to relieve some of that stress you might be experiencing during this time, and just to cleanse your path as you're making it through this journey. If you need additional support, you can head on over to the Patreon community for this Mercury in retrograde session or season. From May to June, there are daily affirmations that you do to help you through it. There are weekly guided meditations, and then we do have some events that are coming up too. So that is added support there. It is only $3 a month, and you take what you need, leave what you don't. It's very important for me for it to be accessible to everyone, and it's a very lovely community as well. So let's get started. Now, if you're new to the session, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. May I touch you? Do I have permission to touch you? Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Focus. You ready? Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest vibrational good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So feel that over your energy. Feel that over your energy. So starting right here, we're going to begin with the Reiki symbols. Breathe there and just exhale. Send that energy out. Disperse it. Don't let too much of a buildup stay within you, which causes a lot of that anxiety to flourish. On an energetic level, anxiety is when we are living in the future instead of living in the present. We're so worried about the future that we sugar water to kind of perk you back up and put you back together again. So doing that there. I'm going to go in and do some more Reiki symbols and just keep breathing. Okay, good job. So just focused on this energy, making sure everything is where it needs to be. Checking in with you on that total lunar eclipse, that blood moon, that total lunar eclipse in Scorpio is also a full moon, baby. Intense, intense, intense. Did any of you get a chance to look at it? Did you stay up before it was like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. EST? And that's when you saw, in the beginning, it was that beautiful red color, and then it started to become more of a yellowish color. But what I had been talking about that whole time was that was a signification, that was an example, that was a very strong event, almost dramatic, but traumatic and dramatic event of which we needed to break a karmic cycle in order to heal. So this is all about healing. So really powerful events probably happened for you during that time. And the point of it was to come up to heal. And you heal through your power. You know, you're not necessarily healing to be in a pain situation. So even though it may be uncomfortable, the things that you had experienced at that time may be very just out of the blue, just really shock and awe. Understand that it is from a power place rather than staying in a low vibrational pain state, and you're realizing it from your evolved mind rather than from your pain or hurt mind. And now you have to go about life in a different way. You can no longer vibrate at that energetic frequency. It no longer works for you. Just smoothing that out and helping you to kind of make sense of what this new transition means for you. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath in, exhale, and if you feel that you are in a position where you can close your eyes and be in this moment, start to see yourself, okay? And start to see yourself as if you were looking directly at yourself. If you happen to have a mirror, you can do that as well too. And now hover above yourself and look down at yourself. And start to see these themes in your life, because when you're in the physical body, you're not able to see the big picture. But when you hover above, you can see some of these common themes, and these themes in power positions, and these themes in healing positions. So when you're hovering above, what is this great quality about you that you realize that you had to go through these scenarios and these situations in order to be able to understand? Now, whatever that is, you have to live that, you have to embody that, you have to bring that back into your image. Even when you go back into your body, so meaning you're no longer looking up there, you're going back into the physical body. You may still experience whatever feelings you had before, but surrender to the universe. Allow those feelings to just flow in and out, but hold on to the truth. There's a saying, when you're in the forest, sometimes you don't see the trees. So just because you may have things you are experiencing because life is happening doesn't mean you do not have this grand purpose, this grand mission, or that there are these great qualities that are just flowing out from you. That's why it's important from time to time to hover above, see what's going on, come back into the body and start to anchor that and set new patterns, new beliefs, new understandings based off of that true information, rather than just what what you have experienced in these difficult situations. Good job. Balance it, 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 balance it. Okay. I'm just gently going to touch your energy to just activate it. See, it's okay. It's okay to come out. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We need to call this the Reiki Healing Hope Power Community. It's okay. 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 Okay. So now let's go ahead and see if there's any messages that need to be read and continue to do any healing that may come up. Okay? Sounds good. And I really appreciate you continuing to be in this community, enjoying the full healing. I put a lot of work and effort into these healings. So the fact that you take this time out and you are a part and you participate in the community, I truly appreciate it. So going here. It's almost like if you've ever been in the pool and put your hand on top of the water, it feels like jello. That's what it feels like. You know, our feelings and our emotions are so interesting because I say it all the time, it's the canvas of life. It's the color that we put on the canvas of life. But because we feel so deeply and so greatly for things, and sometimes those things that we feel deeply for being kind of more negative things, because we feel so deeply or we feel so full for our experiences in life, having that dynamic experience, it can almost feel like our feelings are reality, even though the feelings are fleeting. The feelings change from moment to moment, and that can make you feel a little bit crazy, like, oh, I was really happy here and now I'm not feeling so happy here, and da 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 da. Not understanding that feelings are supposed to do that. Feelings don't stay in one place, they move. But we are not just our feelings. Our feelings make us up. It's a part of us, but it's not the whole thing. It is also our spirit, our energy, our connection to whatever we feel like is out there. It is also our mindset, our consistency, being able to be mentally strong. It is also our ability to take action, that no matter what we're thinking, we're feeling, what we believe, that we still have the ability to take action to. So taking less emphasis or putting less emphasis on simply your feelings being reality. Feelings are a part of reality, but it is not the only reality that we experience. So take that message and do what you want with it, okay? Okay. Now, babies, tell me how you're feeling. How is it going? Put it in them comment sections, because you know I read them comments. Put it in the live chat, because I read the live chat as well. So tell me how you're feeling. And let's just get that last bit of energy correlated. And you know Mama loves you, so you know you can come back anytime. And not only do you have this community, but you got the Array Tarot community too, so we can stay on a vibe. And if you want to continue to be around, you can come on Instagram too. I've been doing some lives on Instagram in the morning, so for all the early birds, we have that energy too. And also, if you kind of want to know what I do in my everyday life, I usually just post to my Instagram place of peace. I remember I was moving so much slower and I was feeling like, wait a minute, I'm not accomplishing at the level I was before. And that's because I'm no longer in the toxic environment that made me have to just work on fumes, or made me have to constantly be on the go to try to get something better. I have arrived. And so I've seen other videos calling it the soft side, instead of having to be in the hard side. But it was just so beautiful, to just sit and reflect, and to have that reflection. And I know for me in my daily self-care, I'm always trying to just be like, Jessica, do you have everything you need? And I'm the type of person that when I need support, or when I'm kind of going through things, I just want to have the autonomy to take care of myself. You know, I take care of a lot of people. I've historically been like that, and I try to take care of the community too. But sometimes when I go through things, I just know, like, it's like, let me just take a step back and take care of myself and do all of these things that I do for other people. Let me just do it for myself. And sometimes I disconnect. Like, you all will get these videos, but I will, put the phone in the corner. I don't really watch anything, and I just enjoy life, go for walks, just try to be in this moment, in this energy, in this spirit. I actually talked about this in depth in the Blood Moon video on Array Tarot, so if you want to hear a little bit more about, that, you can go over there too. So here you go, babies. I hope you enjoyed our session today. So I'm going to seal you up, seal you with the sign of the infinity, and say, if nobody has said it, let me tell you that I love you. But the most important thing matters is that you love you. Gotta love yourself a little bit more each and every day. I love you because I have strong Cancer placements in my chart. I'm just a loving person. And my moon is in Libra, like everybody. And my rising sign is Scorpio, so I'm very passionate about your healing. And I have Pluto right there too, so I'm very passionate about, this stuff. But you gotta do the work. You gotta do the work. That's it. I met a lot of healers when I was first on my healing journey, and I was waiting for them to miraculously heal me. And I would go to these sessions, and I would have like these great experiences, but then wonder why, a couple of days later, I'm still in the same cycle. And I realized that I was giving my power up, and everybody was trying to teach me something that took me a long time to learn, and that is, do not give your power up. Someone is there to kind of jump your car. If your battery dies, they're just there to jump your car, but they're not there to give you the fuel. You gotta give yourself the fuel. So that is what all of this energy that has been coming up is telling us. How do we take care of ourselves? Well, I will see you next time.